We are here with Martha Brennan, head track and field coach at Central Oklahoma for MIAA Media Day ahead of the 2018 indoor season. Of course, you get got a little bit of time under the season already with a meet in December, and some teams have even already started competing in January. Coach, why don't you just kind of let us know kind of an overall statement about the team this year?
We have a fairly young team, so I'm pretty excited about a group of freshmen that we have in. We've got a couple that transferred in that I didn't know about when the season started, and they've been working pretty hard. So I'm excited. Even though we lost Mariah Garcia last year, we've got a bunch of kids that can maybe do some things, and it'll be a fun year.
Yeah, kind of the glaring thing about Central Oklahoma track and field is that Mariah Garcia's not here this year, but you run into that as a coach. You get good players or good athletes, and then they're gone, and you kind of got to work around that and figure things out. So, and Mariah, of course, was a great thrower and a national champion, and that's where we'll start with your throwers. What about this group that maybe you got some kids that can stand out for you this year?
Yeah, in general, we've done a really good job in our field events since I've been here. We've got Maddie Caldwell, who was a freshman last year and scored as a freshman, and that's pretty tough in MIAA. And so I expect her to really step in and do some really great things. She's looked great all fall. And we've got another couple young kids that are developing, so we expect Maddie to be kind of that person in the throws group.
Do you think that year of her seeing some of the competition, seeing the other throwers in the MIAA, I mean, the experience helps, obviously, but now that she kind of knows what she's going to be up against each meet?
Oh, for sure. But Maddie is also that person that she just does her job every day. I don't think she's missed a single day of practice since she's been here. So at some level, she could really, I don't want to say care less about the competition. She just absolutely focuses on what she can do every single day, and she will do what Maddie does, and I think it'll be pretty good.
We move on to your jumpers. What can you kind of talk to us about this group and what they can bring to the team?
Well, we've got Mikkel Roach back, who's our girl from the Bahamas, and she should do some stuff in the high jump and long jump. Skylar Sandoks is a standout jumper in Oklahoma. Came to us this year, and she should do some great things in the long jump and the triple jump. We've got Avery Russell, a big standout long jumper from the Tulsa area, also a freshman. So we've got some horizontal kids that should do some damage there, and then we've got some multis that will cross over from the heptathlon and hopefully support those open event jumpers.
We have someone like Mikkel who's been here for a few years now, and she's helped you. What can she do when you have a young team? And you mentioned that. What can you use from some of the leadership that you have there?
Mikkel is just a real team player. We've had some injuries off and on with her, but her presence is still really important. Super talented, and if we can get a whole season out of her, it'd be spectacular. But anytime you've got any upperclassmen that are capable of scoring at the conference meet or maybe getting to the national meet, that's super helpful.
If you look at your middle distance group, you have some of them that may be ready to jump in, right, and make an impact right away.
We do. This is the first year that I think we've got a really great middle distance group. We've got some kids that run great 4s that can go up. We've got some kids that run the mile that can come down. So we've got some fast kids that should be able to do something in that 800 range. And we had a transfer come back. We had Katie Cease come back. Some kids that just were out of the program for a year. And then we've got some other half milers that are running pretty well. So we have a pretty good middle distance group.
And then branching from that into distance, of course, next, what do you kind of look to that group to, or are there people in that group that you kind of look to help out with the team?
Well, we're hoping Maddie is back to running really well. She's had a good fall, and we're looking forward to her outdoor season. And Sherry will be back also, and hopefully she can do some stuff outdoors. But we'll get it all together by the time we get, probably closer to outdoor. Indoor might be a little bit early. But when we get into the outdoor season, I think we'll be much stronger on the track.
With the multis, you sent a couple of girls, Mikkel Roach and Ashley Hughes, to Pittsburgh in December, a pretty early event. They did pretty well in a couple of spots, and maybe it wasn't holistically their best meet, but they had a couple of really solid spots. And kind of, are they the only multis, or we have a few more? And then what can they bring to the team with that event?
Right now, Ashley and Mikkel would be the returning standouts. Ashley had a great meet in December. Mikkel was a little bit beat up in the meet, but that's always a great place just to see where you're at. We've actually got 4 other freshmen training in the event group that are really, really talented. So it'll be really fun for them to just get through the freshman year, learn from Mikkel and Ashley, and they'll have their time after the freshman year. So,
You get to have a couple more events a little closer to home. It's been like that in the past, but it wasn't like that really that much last year. So, and just right off the bat, the Bronco Invitational, what does that kind of do to help your kids a little?
it helps a lot. You know, there's a lot of kids that just need some time, and the travel is kind of stressful, and the meets that you go to sometimes aren't suited for developmental kids. So it'll really help our freshman class, since we have quite a few, just getting down, getting back, getting in, out, and not being a gigantic long travel weekend.
Some of the having a young team, do you think that you kind of just need to get out there and get on the track or get on the field and start getting into your events and running and throwing? Do you think that that's as big of a contributor to their development as anything else, is just getting
For
out
sure,
there?
For sure. Every freshman will tell you every weekend they're not ready, and you just kind of have to go. And as you get closer to the season, then they start looking more ready. But they're never going to be ready. It takes 4 years. So it's just fun to see them, participate and compete under pressure against people that they've never seen before. And then they just slowly start figuring out where they are and what they need to do, how they get to the conference meet, how do they score, how do you qualify for nationals, how do you score. And those that have the talent to maybe be a national champion, that's a 4-year plan.
Yep. All right, thank you, Coach. Central Oklahoma indoor track and field getting started right away with you've got one event under your belt already. The Bronco Invitational is this Saturday down in Norman. Congratulations, or good luck on the season, and hopefully get to say congratulations a few times to you. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.